Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Kirtan hai? Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3rd, Chapter 4th, Vidura approaches Mitra, Text 11. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Vedaham antar मनसि ईप्सितं ते ददामि यत्तद् दुरावापम् अन्ये सत्रे पुरा विश्व सृजां वसुनां मत्सिद्धि कामेन वसोत्वष्ट. So please repeat after me. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Vedaham Antara Manasi Ipsitam Te Dadami Yattad Durvapam Anye Satre Pura Vishwa Shrujam Vasunam Matsiddhi Kamena Vashot Tvayeshtah. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Vedaham Antarmane Siptam Te Dadami Yattad Duravapamanye Satre Pura Vishrujam Vasunam Matsiddhi Kamena Vashotvashta. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Vedaham Antarmanasitam Te Dadami Yattad Durvapamanye Satre Pura Vishwashrujam Vasunam Matsiddhi Kamena Vashotvesta. Vedaham Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Vedaham Antarmanam Isptam Te Satre Pura Vishrujam Vasunam Vedaham Antarmanam Ipsitam Te Dadami Yattat Turvapamanye Satre Pura Vishrujadam Vasunam Matsiddhi Kamena Vasotvayeshta. Mataji's. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Vedaham Antarmana Ipsitam Te Dadami Yattat Durvapamanye Satre Pura Vishrujam Vasunam Siddhi Kamena Vasotvayeshta. Dadami Yattat Durvapamanye Satre Pura Vishrujam Vasunam Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. O Vasu, I know from within your mind that what you desired in the days of yore, when Vasus and other demigods responsible for expanding the universal affairs performed sacrifices. You particularly desire to achieve my association. This is very difficult to obtain for others, but I award it unto you. So this is Lord Krishna speaking to Uddhava. He's saying that he knows that Uddhava, as a Vasu, he wanted to meet Lord Krishna. So purport by Prabhupada, Uddhava is one of the eternal associates of the Lord, and a plenary portion of Uddhava was one of the 8 Vasus in the days of yore. The 8 Vasus and the demigods in the upper planetary system, who were responsible for management of universal affairs, performed a sacrifice in the days of yore, desiring to fulfill their respective ultimate goals in life. At that time, an expansion of Uddhava, acting as one of the Vasus, desired to become an associate of the Lord. The Lord knew this because He is present in the heart of every living entity as Paramatma, the super consciousness. In everyone's heart, there is a representation of super consciousness, who gives memory to the partial consciousness of every living entity. The living entity, as a partial consciousness, forgets incidences in his past life, but the super consciousness reminds him how to act in terms of his past cultivation of knowledge. Bhagavad Gita confirms this fact in various ways. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tatheva bhajamyaham. Bhagavad Gita 4.11. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto matta smritir jnana apohanam cha. Bhagavad Gita 15.15. Everyone is at liberty to desire like he likes, but the desire is fulfilled by the Supreme Lord. Everyone is independent to think or desire, but the fulfillment of one's desire depends on the Supreme Will. This law is expressed as man proposes, God disposes. In the days of yore, when the demigods and Vasus performed sacrifice, Uddhava, as one of the Vasus, desired to enter into the association of the Lord, which is very difficult for those busy in empiric philosophical speculation or fruitive activities. Such persons have practically no information of the facts about becoming an associate of the Lord. Only the pure devotees can know, by the mercy of the Lord, that the personal association of the Lord is the highest perfection of life. The Lord assured Uddhava that he would fulfill his desire. It appears that when the Lord informed him by his indication to Uddhava, the great sage Maitreya finally became aware of the importance of entering into the association of Lord. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Desha Tarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So by mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we are assembled here to hear about Lord Krishna and his devotees. So today is a very auspicious day of appearance of Narottam Das Thakur, and we will try to hear about Narottam Das Thakur today. As we know, when Lord Chaitanya was in Navadvip performing his pastimes, Rup Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, they were serving at Nawab Hussain Shah as Dabir Khas and Sakar Malik. And because they came to know that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, they started sending letters to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for their deliverance. And after that, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu desired to go to Vrindavan, he took a different route. He didn't take a normal route. He took a different route through Ramgeli. And then he came to Ramgeli where Sanatan Goswami and Rup Goswami were there serving Nawab Hussain Shah. And at that time when there was wonderful kirtans going on, in the night, Sanatan Goswami, Rup Goswami and Anupam, they came and then surrendered their lives to Lord Chaitanya, and where actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave them these names. So there a very special thing happened at that place, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was performing kirtan, he went to a deep ecstasy and he faced towards Kheturi Gram and he called for Narottam. He chanted Narottam, 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 and everyone was astonished. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in deep ecstasy. He was rolling on the ground. He was dancing in circles. And when Lord Nityananda and then Haridas Thakur saw that, they came to know that very special thing is going to happen. They understood that in future, a great devotee named Narottam Das Thakur is going to appear. So then later, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took Nityananda Prabhu to near Kanai Natshala at Prematali. And at that point, he told Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Chaitanya told Nityananda Prabhu that I am going to deposit my love in this Padma river. And saying that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered the Padma river. As soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered the Padma river, the river started overflooding. And then the river, personified Padma river, came in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and asked, how will I come to know when Narottam Das Thakur will come? So that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that as I entered your waters, you flooded. Similarly, when Narottam will come, he will touch you, you will feel the same ecstasy. And he requested Nityananda Prabhu that at appropriate time, he should bring Narottam to this place to get the mercy. After a few years, in the middle of the 15th century, Narottam Das Thakur appeared on the full moon of Magh. He appeared as a child to Krishnananda and his wife, Krishnananda and his wife Narayani. Both were great devotees. And as Narottam took birth, he was so beautiful that his eyes were so beautiful, his limbs were so beautiful. The parents were very happy and they were always in ecstasy seeing him. And after some time, everyone became attracted to Narottam, seeing his beautiful beauty. And after some time, there was a pastime of Namkaran giving ceremony to Narottam. And then astrologer came, and when astrologer came and saw the beautiful form of Narottam and saw the astrological calculations, he said, this boy will be the crest jewel of the humanity. And then he named him as a Narottam. Narottam Das Thakur ki jai. And then after that, there was a ceremony of Annaprashan Leela. So at that time, Krishnananda and Padmavati Devi, they tried to feed the grains in the mouth of Narottam. But Narottam refused to take the food. He just turned around his face whenever they tried to feed the grains. And then everyone was anticipating, everyone had assembled there and they were anxious. Why Narottam is not eating the grains? And at that time, the astrologer came and revealed, this boy, Narottam, is a great devotee of Lord Krishna. He will only eat Krishna Prasad. And after that, Krishnananda offered the grains to Lord Krishna. And then he put in front of Narottam. And then Narottam devoured all the Prasad. And everyone was very happy. At that day, Krishnananda proclaimed that from today onwards, this Narottam will be given only Krishna Prasad. Then from the childhood only, Narottam Das Thakur was very much inclined in Krishna consciousness. He was absorbed in Krishna consciousness. He was, as he was growing, the spontaneous longing for Krishna grew day by day. He would always be absorbed in Krishna consciousness and he didn't have any interest in worldly things. The parents thought of getting him married, but he showed no interest. There was one devotee, elderly devotee named Krishnadas, staying nearby. And he was a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He had associated with the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. And then every day Krishnadas, after performing his deity worship, he used to come to Narottam Das. And then every day he used to tell him the pastime of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Gauranga. And Narottam was so eager to hear the pastime of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda. He used to ask him, please tell me about Lord Gauranga, please tell me about Lord Nityananda, please tell me about their associates. What did they teach, what they do, what were about their kirtans. In this way, he used to ask. And then Krishnadas would tell him the different pastimes of Nityananda Prabhu, Advait Prabhu, Gadadhar Prabhu, Srivas Thakur Prabhu, Murari Gupta, Vakreshwar Pandit, Sarup Damodar, Ramanand Rai, King Pratap Rudra, Shuklambar Brahmachari, Kolvecha Sridhar, Haridas Thakur. So he described practically all the beautiful pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. He explained the pastime of Lord Chaitanya in three formats. First in Adi Leela, then Madhya Leela and Antya Leela. And just hearing more and more about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Narottam Das Thakur was very much happy. At the same time, he was praying desperately to Lord Krishna that please get me out of this place. He was so attached to Krishna that he didn't want to stay in that opulent place, avoid of Krishna consciousness, devoid of Krishna consciousness. So when Narottam became 12 years old, Nityananda Prabhu appeared in his dream and he said, Narottam, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has invested his love for Krishna in Padmavati river. So now you go to the Padmavati river and at Premtali and take a dip and you will get his mercy. As soon as this dream was over, the Narottam Das Thakur woke up and straight he went early in the morning towards Padma river. And as soon as he touched the Padma river swelled in ecstasy. There was a flood again and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared there and he embraced Narottam Das Thakur and invested all his love for Krishna in his heart. As soon as he got this mercy, there was a transformation in Narottam Das Thakur. Who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna in the mood of Radharani, having the same complexion of Radharani. So as soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Narottam Das Thakur's complexion also changed to golden. And then he became mad in ecstasy. He was just weeping and rolling and calling the Krishna's names. Meanwhile, at the home, the parents, Krishnananda and Padmavati Devi, they were very worried, where is Narottam? And they started searching everywhere, where is Narottam? And after some time they heard that there is a person at the banks of Padma river just crying for Krishna. And these parents went there with all the people and they found Narottam. To their astonishment, Narottam was there but in a different complexion. He was in golden complexion. From that day, the life of Narottam Das Thakur changed and he was always crying and weeping for Krishna. And this separation became so intense that one day Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in his dream. He said, I cannot bear your tears of separation and that's why I have appeared personally in front of you. Now you go to Vrindavan. You go to Vrindavan and take shelter of Loknath Goswami. He will initiate you and you also serve under Jiva Goswami. In this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu blessed Narottam Das Thakur. Seeing the beautiful form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, again, and after that he was in separation and again he fell into sleep. And again he had a different dream. And in that dream, he saw beautiful Navdeep. He saw the beautiful ghat of Ganges. And at that ghat, there was a Harinam Sakirtar happening. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. There he saw all the associates of Navdeep. He saw Nityanand Prabhu, Gadadhar, Srivas, Advait Prabhu, Murari Gupta, Kolvecha, Sri Shuklambar Brahmachari, Pundlik Vidyanidhi, Buddhimanta Khan. All the devotees were there. Hundreds and hundreds of devotees were there dancing in ecstasy in the kirtan. And at some time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Narottam Das standing beside the road. And then he departed from the kirtan and he came and embraced Narottam Das Thakur. And he embraced Narottam Thakur and he said, now you go to Vrindavan and you will get the mercy of the devotees there. And then he handed Narottam Das Thakur to Nityanand Prabhu. And then Nityanand Prabhu also embraced. And Chaitanya and Narottam Das Thakur fell at his lotus feet. And Nityanand Prabhu took him up, he embraced and he blessed, you go to Vrindavan. And similarly, Narottam Das Thakur approached all the devotees there and he fell at the lotus feet of all the devotees. And all devotees picked him up, gave him mercy and asked him to go to Vrindavan. So after this dream was over, the Narottam Das Thakur's meditation was only to go to Vrindavan. But there was a challenge. The challenge was his parents, they had arranged a guard so that Narottam Das Thakur would not leave that place. So one fortunate day, when his father went for some work, at that, seizing the opportunity, Narottam Das started running towards Vrindavan. He ran and ran. He ran for 15 days and he didn't take a normal path because he had fear he would be caught. So he ran through so many jungles, untraced paths. And then after 15 days, he was there and he was very fatigued. His legs were fatigued and he was having a lot of fatigueness. And at that time, he had a dream and Rup Goswami and Sanatan Goswami appeared to him. And by their blessing, he was again revitalized. After he was walking towards Vrindavan. The guards of his parents were searching him and then they found him there actually. So there was a time where the guards caught Narottam Das Thakur. And the Narottam Das Thakur, with his full sincerity, humility, he explained that how he is so attached to Lord Krishna. He explained that how the wife is attached to husband and he is ready to go with the husband even after the death. Similarly, my Lord of my life is Lord Krishna. And he convinced the guards that he should be let go to Vrindavan. Seeing the sincerity and devotion of longing of Narottam Das Thakur, the guards became very happy. And instead of catching him, they gave him some money. And they asked him to go to Vrindavan. Jai Narottam Das Thakur ki Jai. So then he walked towards Vrindavan and he first reached Mathura. He went to Vishram Ghat. At Vishram Ghat, one very senior Vaishnav came there. He came with the Mahaprasad of deities and he fed nicely Narottam Das Thakur. And after Prasad, Narottam Das Thakur asked this great devotee, where is Rup Goswami, where is Sanatan Goswami, where is Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, and where is Kashishwar Pandit? And when he asked, this great Brahmin, he held his head down and he said, don't you know that these devotees have left for the spiritual world? As soon as Narottam Das Thakur heard this, he became very sad. He started weeping and he was desperate. And in this longing, Rup Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami and Kashishwar Pandit appeared to him. And then they spoke with him. They spoke so many intimate pastime with him. And this older Brahmin or devotee, he would see the conversation happening. And with their blessings, then he was pacified. And after this conversation, then Narottam wanted to go to Vrindavan. So this older devotee, he said, why don't you come to my house, and take some rest, and tomorrow we'll go to Vrindavan. But it was early in the morning and Narottam said, I really want to go to Vrindavan, please bless me. So then this old Brahmin and devotee and Narottam Das Thakur started walking towards Vrindavan. But this old devotee became tired and he arranged another young devotee and then they went towards Vrindavan. So as he was walking towards Vrindavan, he was in constant meditation. When will I meet Loknath Goswami? Will I meet Bhugarbha Goswami? Will I meet Srinivas Acharya? And he was meditating. It is Mahaprabhu's mercy that I am coming to Vrindavan. He was in that prayerful mood and meditative mood. He entered the Vrindavan. He first went to the Govindadev temple. As soon as he saw the Govindadev temple, he went into ecstasy. And he started weeping. And soon the news spread whole Vrindavan that a very beautiful young person has come and he is showing so many of symptoms of ecstasy and he is crying in front of the Lord. He is calling the name of Rup Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. As this news came to Jiva Goswami, he immediately went there at Govindadev temple and he saw Narottam Das Thakur weeping in separation and immediately weeping in ecstasy and he immediately embraced him. And that was a beautiful sight. Both of them were embracing each other and soaking each other in the tears of ecstasy. The last night, when Rup Goswami had appeared towards to Narottam Das Thakur, at same night, Rup Goswami had appeared to Srinivas Acharya also. And he said, so many years you are waiting to meet this great person Narottam, tomorrow he is going to come. So Srinivas Acharya was also very eager. And when the news came to Srinivas Acharya was at Radha Damodar temple. He started running towards Radha Govinda temple. And as he came to Radha Govinda temple, he saw Narottam Das Thakur and both they meet in ecstasy. It was a very, very special moment. They were like eternal brothers, eternal associates. They were meeting after long time. So this was a great meeting of Srinivas Acharya and Narottam Das Thakur. Then Jiva Goswami took Narottam Das Thakur to Loknath Goswami. Loknath Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had come in the dream of Narottam Das Thakur to take the initiation from Loknath Goswami. Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also had come in the dream of Loknath Goswami to initiate Narottam Das Thakur. When Narottam Das Goswami Thakur met Loknath Goswami, he was very happy and he accepted in his heart his spiritual master. And Loknath Goswami, he was in deep separation of Rup Goswami, Sanatan Goswami and Gaurang Mahaprabhu. And he was in deep entrance. And when Jiva Goswami told him, get Narottam Das as Thakur, he came out from his meditation and he met Narottam Das Thakur and he was very happy. He said to Narottam, I was only waiting for you. So in this way they met. After that, Narottam Das Thakur was taken to Bhugarbha Goswami and Bhugarbha Goswami also blessed him. So then Jiva Goswami took him to Gopal Bhatta Goswami and Gopal Bhatta Goswami offered Narottam Das Thakur to Radha Ramanji. Then Jiva Goswami took him to Madhu Pandit and Madhu Pandit also offered Narottam Das Thakur to Radha Gopinath ji. Then Jiva Goswami took Narottam Das Thakur to Radha Damodar temple and he personally offered Narottam Das Thakur at the lotus feet of Radha Damodar ji. Then they went to the Samadhi of Rupa Goswami. At the Samadhi of Rupa Goswami, Narottam Das Thakur was inconsolable. He was weeping in separation. Practically Srinivas Acharya took him in his lap and consoled him. And in this way there was an ecstasy of Narottam Das Thakur going to different places. And then he was finally taken to Govinda temple. At Radha Govinda temple he saw the beautiful deity of Gaur Govinda. After this, Jiva Goswami took him to Madan Mohan temple and then he went to Sanatan Goswami's Samadhi. And then he wept there torrents of tears. He worshipped Sanatan Goswami in great pangs of separation. From there, Jiva Goswami sent Narottam Das Thakur to Radha Kund and then to Sham Kund. Then at banks of Radha Kund, Narottam Das Thakur met Raghunath Das Goswami. And Raghunath Das Goswami was very happy to meet Narottam Das Thakur. He told Narottam Das Thakur, at Ramkeli, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had proclaimed that you are going to come. And from that day I am waiting for you. You have come. Now Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to fulfill his mission through you. And then he blessed fully Narottam Das Thakur. Then Narottam Das Thakur went and met Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and he met all the Mahants of Radha Kund. And then he returned to Vrindavan. Now there is a beautiful exchange between Narottam Das Thakur and his spiritual master Loknath Goswami. Narottam Das Thakur wanted to get initiation from Loknath Goswami, but Loknath Goswami was very much absorbed in Krishna consciousness and he had not given initiation to anyone. He didn't have any desire to initiate anyone. But Narottam Das Thakur was very sincere and he wanted some seva towards Loknath Goswami. So Loknath Goswami was not accepting any service. So then, because he was so sincere, Narottam Das Thakur, he found a unique way to serve Loknath Goswami. In the morning, early morning, when Loknath Goswami used to get up, he used to go to the forest and do his morning rituals. And then he used to go to Yamuna to take bath. So then Narottam Das Thakur would go early in the morning and he used to clean the place where Loknath Goswami used to do morning rituals. So day after day, Narottam Das Thakur, used to clean that place. And then after some days, Loknath Goswami came to know how this place is so clean and every time it is so pleasant. So one day, early in the morning, before regular time, he went there and he saw that Narottam Das Thakur, with his hands, he was cleaning that place. Seeing that, Loknath Goswami just cried. He said, Narottam, Narottam, what you are doing? You are a prince. You are such a devotee and what you are doing this? And at that time, Narottam Das Thakur sincerely fell at the lotus where Loknath Goswami said, I have left everything because I wanted the treasure to serve my spiritual master. You please accept me as your disciple. And at that day only, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had appeared in the dream of Loknath Goswami. He had instructed, please initiate Narottam Das Thakur. So, because of the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Loknath Goswami initiated Narottam Das Thakur. Srila Narottam Das Thakur ki jai. So then he was serving so wonderfully, Loknath Goswami, serving his lotus feet, assisting him in his services. And then one day Loknath Goswami embraced him and called Jiva Goswami. And he said to Jiva Goswami, from today I entrust Narottam Das Thakur in your custody. Please teach him the scriptures of Goswamis. And at that time, Narottam Das Thakur was shifted to Radha Damodar temple. So at Radha Damodar temple, he was there, Srinivas Acharya was there, and soon Dukhi Krishna Das, who later became Shyamanand Prabhu, he also joined. So just like we have a VTA here, or Govardhani College, we have Bhaktivinoda Vidyapith. So at Radha Damodar temple, Jiva Goswami was teaching all these three devotees, all the Shastras. And they become very wonderful devotees. And then Narottam Das Thakur was chanting very nicely. He was serving devotees. He was serving the deities. And he was chanting so nicely that the Lord's pastime started to appear in his heart. So he started doing Manas Seva. And in his Manas Seva, he started to understand that he is serving Champaklata. So Champaklata is one of the main Ashtasakhis. So Champaklata, Gopi, she was boiling the milk and giving the hot milk to Radharani to be offered to Krishna. So Champaklata Gopi requested Narottam Das Thakur in his Manjari form, so to please look over the milk. So after some time, as the milk was boiling over, Narottam Das Thakur in a Manjari form immediately took that pot from the fire with her bare hands, and kept aside. And because of that, her hand got burnt. As soon as her hands were burnt, here in the meditation, Narottam Das Thakur also got the same sensation, and his hands also got burnt. So seeing that hand burnt, he tried to hide those hands, but Jiva Goswami saw this and he understood what had really happened. So in this way, Narottam Das Thakur was serving his spiritual master, deities, Jiva Goswami learning. And after some time, Jiva Goswami awarded him the name Narottam Das Thakur Mahashay. And he also awarded Srinivas the title Srinivas Acharya. Then some days, one great devotee, Raghav Pandit, he came there. Raghav Pandit is Champaklata Gopi. So he came, and then Jiva Goswami requested Raghav Pandit to take Narottam Das Thakur to all the forest of Vrindavan. So Raghav Pandit took Jiva Goswami, Narottam Das Goswami and Narottam Das Thakur and Srinivas Acharya to all the 12 forests. Then there is a beautiful pastime where Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya and Shyamanand Goswami, they were asked for going for book distribution. So Jiva Goswami was inspired by Janva Devi and Rup Sanatan that the scriptures or literature of Goswami should be copied and distributed in the Bengal. So Jiva Goswami arranged a very nice ox cart and he put all the literature of Goswami on the ox cart. They had a wonderful festival and he asked Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya and Shyamanand Pandit to go to all the Vaishnavas of Vrindavan, take their blessing before they go to this important service. And they took the blessing of everyone and the procession started and Jiva Goswami personally walked till Mathura in this procession. And at Mathura also there was a nice festival and everyone blessed them for their further journey. So they passed through many lands and ultimately they come to Bengal in the forest area called Ban Vishnupur. And by the Yogamaya potency of the Lord, in one night they fell asleep. Actually, Jiva Goswami had sent so many guards also, so that because these were the scriptures of Goswami, this was the great they are the writings of Rup Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Krishnas Goswami, Raghunath Goswami. It was a great literature and it was very important to be safe. But one night they fell asleep. So at that time, King Birhambir had sent some his men. King Birhambir was told by one astrologer that these saints were carrying some great treasure. And then this dacoit considered this thing as a great treasure. They took the books. And in the morning when Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya, Shyamanand Prabhu woke up, they were in very great despair. They were very sad that this great treasure had lost. They were weeping and weeping. They tried frantically searching everywhere, all the books. And after some time, there is a divine voice coming from the sky. And they said the books will be recovered. And then Srinivas Acharya told to Narottam Das Thakur and Shyamanand Prabhu, you go towards Kheturi as your service and I will find the books. So then Narottam Das Thakur, after a long time, he came back to Kheturi, his original birthplace. At that time, when he reached Kheturi, his parents, Krishnananda and Padmavati Devi, they had left their body. Even his uncle had left the body. His cousin, Santosh Datta, was living there. And Santosh Datta was made the king of that place. Santosh Datta was very happy to receive Narottam Das Thakur. He practically welcomed him very nicely and said, "You are the king of this place, and I just surrender unto you." And at that place, Narottam Das Thakur, with the help of Santosh Datta, he started preaching. And after some time, Shamanand Prabhu was asked to go to Orissa, where he is supposed to preach. So when he started preaching at Kheturi, practically all the devotees, all the people in the Kheturi became devotees. After some time, Narottam Das Thakur thought of going to Navadvip Dham. He wanted to see the places where Lord Chaitanya performed pastimes. So he started going towards Navadvip. As soon as he reached near Navadvip, he was in contemplation and he was thinking why I didn't take birth before, where I could see the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally. I missed all the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in this mood of desperation, he entered Navadvip. And for his surprise, he could see that everyone was chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Everyone chanting. And he asked, where is Lord Chaitanya's house? And he went there and he could see that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, everyone was dancing there. And he was very happy to see the kirtan happening. And when he saw this beautiful sight, this sight was lost. And then he saw that no one was there. He was desperate. Everyone was sad there. They were in separation of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. Then he met Shuklambar Brahmachari. And then he met Damodar Pandit. But it is stated in Narottam Vilas that Narottam Das Thakur had such a longing for the association of devotees that all the devotees who had departed before, they came in his dreams and gave him association, Narottama, in his dream. Then after visiting Navadvip, he went to Shantipur and he met Achyutananda and Sri Gopal, son of Advaita Acharya. Then he went to meet Hriday Chaitanya, and then he was told to go to Orissa. So while going towards Orissa, he first went to Kardaha. At Kardaha, he met Vasudha, Janva and Veer Chandra. Vasudha, Janva were the consorts of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and Veer Chandra was son of Lord Nityananda. So he met them, and then he went towards Orissa. He went at the place Dandabhanga Nadi, where he heard from the locals how Nityananda Prabhu had broke the danda of Chaitanya Prabhu out of his great ecstasy. Then he went to the outskirts of Puri, and then he met an old Brahmin. This old Brahmin was always praying to meet Narottam Das Thakur, because he was present at that time where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was predicted that Narottam Das will come. So he was just praying, when will I meet this Narottam? And because of his sincere prayers, Narottam Das Thakur met this old Brahmin. He said, you please go to Jagannath Puri, the devotees are very eager to meet him. And he arranged his son, old Brahmin arranged his son to take Narottam Das Thakur to Jagannath Puri. So Narottam Das Thakur came at Narendra Sarovar, and then he meditated on the beautiful pastime of boat festival of Lord Jagannath Ji there. And then he approached to Sinhadwar. At Sinhadwar, Gopinath Acharya was there, and he was feeling in his heart that he is going to meet Narottam Das Thakur. And he was feeling he met Narottam Das Thakur. So then Narottam Das Thakur was taken to Tota Gopinath. And at Tota Gopinath, when he saw the beautiful Tota Gopinath, he went into ecstasy. He literally fainted. And when he fainted there, the Madhu Pandit, the disciple of Gadadhar Pandit, appeared there. And then he told Narottam Das beautiful pastimes of Gadadhar Pandit. He told how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to every day come there and tell the beautiful pastime of, they used to read Srimad Bhagavatam every day. After that place, he went to Samadhi of Haridas Thakur, and he took blessings of Haridas Thakur there. And then he was brought back to Gopinath Acharya's house. And Gopinath Acharya arranged a very nice room for Narottam Das Thakur. But Narottam Das Thakur was in ecstasy, only remembering the pastime of Lord. And at that time, a great thing happened. Narottam Das Thakur, by the mercy of Lord, he went into sleep, and again he had a dream. And in his dream, he saw the grand road, he saw the great Rath Yatra, he saw the great all the devotees dancing in Rath Yatra. He saw the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He practically see the devotees of Navdeep. He saw the devotees of Puri. He saw the devotees of Orissa. He saw the devotees from Gordesh, devotees from South India. All the devotees were there and dancing in kirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And in Narottam Vilas, all the names of devotees were there written, who were present. There was Sarup Damodar Goswami, Sarvam Bhattacharya, Ramanand Rai, Shankar Pandit, Damodar Pandit, Murari Gupta, Rup Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. They were all there. Venkat Bhatta was there, dancing and singing with the Lord. It was ecstatic. It was such a charming experience. He saw demigods showering on everyone. And at that place, Narottama Thakur was standing at the corner, seeing this beautiful kirtan. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Narottam, and again he embraced, and he said, I'm going to empower to start a new Sankirtan movement where we will be chanting the kirtan in a new melodies. They were so beautiful that the whole world be attracted to the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So now you do not worry anything. You go to Kheturi and you will fulfill my desires there preaching. And after that, when you go there, a devotee called Ram Chandra Kaviraj, disciple of Srinivas Acharya, will also come and join you there. So after getting the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Narottam Das Thakur met Nityan Prabhu, and practically all the devotees, and all devotees met him, embraced him, and soaked him in his tears of ecstasy, and blessed him go to Kheturi. So next day, Narottam Das Thakur went to take darshan of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. And when he saw the darshan, and he was remembering, oh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told me to go to Kheturi. As soon as he thought that, a garland fell from the Jagannath Ji. And Narottam Das Thakur was convinced that now he should return back to Kheturi. Gopinath Acharya also had came to know the same thing, and he bid farewell with Narottam Das Thakur. So Narottam Das Thakur, while returning, he again came and met that same Brahmin who he met at the start. This Brahmin said, I really wanted to meet you again. So he met the Brahmin and he went ahead. So he, while en route to Bengal, he went to Narsinghapur, where he met Shyamananda Goswami. And then when he was there, Narottam Das Thakur was leaving for Puri, the devotees from Jagannath Puri said, when you are going back, you please request Srinivas Acharya and Shyamananda Prabhu to come to Puri. So as soon as Narottam Das Thakur came to Narsinghapur and met Shyamananda Goswami, he told him the request of the devotees of Puri that he should go back to Puri and meet the devotees. And then in the way Narottam Das Thakur proceeded, he went to Srikhanda. He met Raghunandan Thakur there. Raghunandan Thakur came and embraced him, and again there was a nice exchange between them. And he was taken to the great Narhari Sarkar. Narhari Sarkar was, since the time of departure of Lord Chaitanya, was practically always in seclusion. He was just weeping in separation. So when he saw Narottam Das Thakur, he was in ecstasy. He told Narottam Das Thakur, I was really, really waiting for you. And I know that Lord Chaitanya, I know your pastime, Lord Chaitanya appeared to me. You will spread the mission of Prem Bhakti throughout the world. So in this way, he gave the blessing. And he said that Srinivas Acharya has returned from Ban Vishnu. You please go to Jajikaram. Srinivas Acharya is waiting for you. And as Narottam Das Thakur was leaving from Srikhanda, then Narhari Sarkar began to cry. And then his cry melted the heart of everyone. And with choked voice, he said to Narottam Thakur, your face is like moon. It brings me such happiness. This is the last time in my life I will see your face. When Narottam Das Thakur heard this, he fell to pieces crying. Taking the dust off the feet of Narhari Sarkar, he departed from Srikhanda. And again, after that, he went to Yajigram, where he met Srinivas Acharya. And after this meeting, he went ahead to Kantak Nagar, which is called also Katwa, and he met there Gadadhar Pandit. So there was an ecstatic meeting of Narottam Das Thakur to Gadadhar Pandit. And then he went to the famous place Ek Chakra. So as soon as he entered the Ek Chakra, Lord Nityananda disguised himself as an old Brahmin. He came and met Narottam Das Thakur. And then he asked, Narottam, why you have come here? So Narottam Das Thakur, with folded hands, with all the humility, he said, I really wanted to meet the Lord of my heart, Nityananda Prabhu's places, where he has performed the beautiful pastimes. So I want to worship this holy land, and then I will return to my home, Kheturi. The old Brahmin said, I know everything, come with me. This is a place where Nitai herded the cows with his friends, playing the role of Gopas of Vrindavan. This is a place where he roamed with his children friends in the mood of Lord Balram, performing his Krishna Lila. This is a place he performed Lam Lila. So in this way, Lord Nityananda, in disguise of Brahmin, he took to all the places where Nityananda Prabhu had performed his pastime. This is a place where Nitai carried the club, then plow in the mood of Balram. These are the places he performed the Leelas of Krishna and avatars. Now I will show the place where sannyasi has come. So in this way, after showing all these places, this old Brahmin disappeared. And after some time, Narottam Das Thakur, he was feeling the separation from old Brahmin, and he started praying again and again. And then old Brahmin again appeared, and in front of him, he transformed himself into Balramji. And he was carrying the Gada and the plow. And after some time, he again changed his form to Nityananda Prabhu. And then Narottam Das Thakur became very happy, and he took the mercy of Lord Nityananda. And Nityananda Prabhu blessed him, embraced him. Narottam, you are my favorite. All your desire will be fulfilled. And Narottam Das Thakur proceeded towards Kheturi. So when he came to Kheturi, again Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in the dream of Narottam Das Thakur. And he said, I was waiting for you to come back to Kheturi. He said, Narottam, I have been waiting for you to return to Kheturi. I hid myself in a granary and I am waiting for you. So basically, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was in the form of Gauranga deity and Vishnupriya deity. He was hiding in one of the granaries there. In Kheturi, there was a rich merchant and he had so many granaries where grains were put. So the thing was, in the granary there were a lot of serpents and venoms, and this merchant could not access that place. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in his dream, Narottam Thakur, and he said, you please go and take me there, and in future you are going to establish 5 deities of Lord Krishna, you also establish me beside that. So Narottam Das Thakur went there and as he was approaching the granary, all the people were fearful. He said, don't go, there are so many venomous snakes, there are serpents, deadly serpents. But Narottam Das Thakur, considering the blessings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went there, and as soon as he entered, thousands and thousands of snakes started coming from the door, and they left in the forest, never to come back again. And then Narottam Das Thakur went and found the beautiful deity of Lord Gauranga and Vishnupriya. Narottam Das Thakur ki jai. And then he brought the deities. As soon as he touched the deities, he felt the great ecstasy. He got the ecstasy and he got the blessing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He brought the deity and he prepared a nice celestial altar. And then it was the first time he actually looked at the beauty of the Lord Gauranga. His eyes were gazing on the form of the Lord with such affection. At this moment, Lord Gauranga empowered Narottam Das Thakur to spontaneously sing. According to Narottam Vilas, this was the first time Narottam Das ever sang like this. So when he came in contact with the deities, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu empowered him to sing in a new way, which was his original plan. And then Narottam Das Thakur started to sing in a new style of kirtan. He was charming, it was sweet, he danced and danced. And hearing that kirtan, everyone was attracted there and everyone started dancing and chanting the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. After this pastime, there was a beautiful narration in Narottam Vilas that there was a beautiful Gaur Purnima festival happened there. In this Gaur Purnima festival, practically all the devotees were invited there. Janva Devi, the concert of Nityananda Prabhu, she practically invited everyone. And Narottam Das Thakur, with the help of Santosh Datta, Srinivas Acharya, Ramchandra Kaviraj, they had a wonderful festival. They had Santosh Datta practically emptied his treasury to have this wonderful festival. They built nice halls for kirtan, and they arranged the rooms, staying facility, prasadam, and everything. And he was told that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is going to appear at this festival. So this festival began, all devotee had come. There was a nice description that how all the devotees were welcome, they were taken care. And then there was a beautiful kirtan, and the kirtan, everyone started chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And there was a beautiful kirtan, and Narottam Das Thakur started singing, and because of the singing, there was a deep separation about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everyone was in deep separation, and they were almost on the verge of leaving their bodies. At that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu and all the associates appeared right at that spot. Sri Gaurang Mahaprabhu ki! And then there was a nice kirtan, everyone was in ecstasy, and Nityananda Prabhu's wife and his sons were very happy to see him. Then Advaita Acharya's son were happy to see him. So everyone was happy to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Panchatattva, all the devotees, Rup Goswami, Sanatana Goswami there. And this was a moment of their life. The kirtan went and went for so long time, and after some time, they disappeared. And as soon as they disappeared, Narottam Das Thakur and the devotees, they went into great depression. They were in separation. And then after some time, the Janva Devi made them get up, and then said there will be a holy festival. So all the deities were brought there, 5 deities. The 5 deities were Vallabhikant, Braj Mohan, Sri Krishna, Radha Raman, Radhakant. These are 5 deities. And along with that, Gauranga and Vishnupriya were also there. And they had a beautiful holy festival. The nice dyes and the nice colors were sprayed on each other after offering to the Lord. And the kirtan was very beautiful. And then in this way, after the kirtan, there was a nice prasad, and Janva Devi herself made this nice prasad, and she had fed practically everyone. And after that, these devotees' hosts were fed, and at the end, Janva Devi took the prasad. So in this way, we see the narrations of the pastimes of Narottam Das Thakur. And in future, after this festival, everyone left, and in Kheturi, Narottam Das Thakur went on initiating so many devotees. There was pastime Hari Ram and Ram Krishna. Balram getting initiated. Then Ganga Narayan Chakravarti, he got the mercy of Narottam Das Thakur. And then Chandra Rai, a great dacoit, was also delivered. And in this way, the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was spread the whole world. I will end with a pastime of how Narottam Das Thakur, composed so many beautiful songs. So we see that every day we sing so many beautiful songs composed by Narottam Das Thakur. So one of the song is Guru Puja, we say, Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. Then there are so many beautiful bhajans, Dhana Mora, Nityananda, then Eibar Karuna Karo Vaishnav Gosai. Then there is a beautiful bhajan, Je Anilo Prema Dhana. Then every day in Mayapur we sing that Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More. Then Sri Rupa Manjari Pada, Vrindavana Ramya Sthan. So all these bhajans are composed by Narottam Das Thakur. And these bhajans are like scriptures. They are like they show the they are like scriptures giving how to do devotional service nicely. So one day, Narottam Das Thakur was in a grave mood. He asked all his disciples to leave him, and he just met Ramchandra Kaviraj. And they had a deep discussion, and after that, Ramchandra Kaviraj went to his spiritual master, Srinivas Acharya, at Yajigram, and he went to Vrindavan. And after some time, he got to news that Ramchandra Kaviraj has left his body. And hearing that, Srinivas Acharya, in the deep separation, he has also left his body. So there was such a bonding between Narottam Das Thakur and these two devotees that Narottam Das Thakur also went into deep separation. And in his separation, he was very morose, and he's sitting, he was just remembering that. He asked his disciple to build a funeral pyre, and he developed a fever, and 3 days he didn't speak anything, and he was just lifeless. And at that time, he was taken, so devotees placed him at the funeral pyre, and some Brahmins came, and they said they blasphemed Narottama. He, instead of being a Kayastha, not a Brahmin, he had initiated so many Brahmin. Because of that, he is dying. So when Ganganath Chakravarti heard this, he had compassion towards these Brahmanas. He prayed to Narottam Das Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur, please be merciful on these Brahmanas, please come out and deliver them. At that time, the body of Narottam Das Thakur started, he woke up, and then there was a beautiful, he woke up, and there was a beautiful thread around the body of the Narottam Das Thakur. He woke up, and then everyone was astonished to see that Narottam Das Thakur came alive. And at that time, he gave the mercy to all these Brahmins. But still, Narottam Das Thakur was in deep separation, and in deep separation, he wrote so many songs. In that separation also, he wrote a song, Radha Krishna Pran Mora Yugal Kishore. And at the final, at a place called Gambhila, he came there and he asked Ganganarayan Chakravarti and other devotees to bathe him in Ganga, and they were massaging, and as they were bathing him and massaging him, his body started melting in like a milk, and in the milk form, he went into Ganga. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered Dota Gopinath, Nityananda Prabhu entered Bankim Rai, similarly, Narottam Das Thakur entered in the form of milk into the Ganga. And there was a great festival, and everyone was in separation, but there was a festival, and in that festival, the devotees were longing to see Narottam Das Thakur, and he again appeared, and then devotees became very happy to see the Narottam Das Thakur, and they were happy, and again he disappeared, and they were again morose. Then Narottam Das Thakur appeared, and he said, I will be always with you, and please continue your devotional service. So we are in the parampara of Narottam Das Thakur. From Narottam Das Thakur, the disciple was Ganganarayan Chakravarti, and then his disciple Krishna Sharan Chakravarti, his disciple was Radharaman Chakravarti, and his disciple was Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And then his disciple was Baldev Vidyabhushan, and later Jagannath Das Babaji, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Sri Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, and other Acharyas are there. So we are very fortunate on this auspicious day of Narottam Das Thakur, we could speak about this. This is a lecture given by His Holiness Radharani Swami Maharaj at Kheturi. I could get this transcript. What we can learn from the pastime of Narottam Das Thakur is importance of devotional service, and menial humble service at the lotus feet of Guru, and incredible Vaishnava relationship, then love between this Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya, Shamanand Pandit. They were disciples of different gurus, yet they were together serving so nicely. And they show, when the senior devotees came, they had so many disciples, but they served the seniors menially and assisted their disciples in the service of the seniors. They had deep attachment for holy name, and this bounded each other. And serving devotees, serving the deities, cooking the bhoga nicely, offering the bhogas nicely, and having Sankirtan, they showed us how to do devotional service. So today, at this day, we pray at the lotus feet of Narottam Das Thakur that let us understand what is devotional service, and let us fulfill the dreams of our Acharya. Hare Krishna. Jai Narottam Das Thakur ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna.